Hello, it's a pleasure to be able to do this interview today on behalf of the H7 Network. You can find us online at the number 7 network.com. My guest today on this interview is none other than Mr. Brett Oakley. Brett, it's a pleasure to have you join me today.
Thanks, SJ. Thanks for having me on.
No, it's my pleasure. Thank you. All right, my first question for you is to share a little bit with those who'll be watching and listening, please, about your business.
Okay, yeah, as you can see, the name of my business is ASEA Global. And I got involved with this company a little more than 3 years ago. It was about April of 2017. And I had never heard of the company. I wasn't looking for anything. However, I had struggled with a lot of health challenges. One included was a 34-year back injury and various allergies that I've had for my whole life, and some autoimmune challenges, some skin issues, and just based on my friendship with a medical professional in Chicago, he introduced me to ASEA and said that he had never seen anything like it. And so he said, you need to take this. He insisted that I take it. And so I just trusted him. And, when you have a injury that's lasted for over 34 years and you can't get any kind of relief for it, and you've tried, I've tried everything short of surgery, but surgery was not an option. That was denied. You look for anything else to get you relief. And I was just baffled that the relief I got, with this. So I didn't know what it was. I had no idea. I didn't choose it. It chose me. So in essence, ASEA it's a cellular health company that has a medical technology that it's not in the hands of Big Pharma. So not many people know about it. Big Pharma did try to buy it in 2007, and the company decided to choose people over profits. So it addresses cellular health. Every disease and illness begins with one cell that might go bad or will go bad, and then it just continues and continues. And our supplement addresses that cellular health. It repairs and replaces unhealthy cells. So that's it in a nutshell with ASEA.
That's very insightful and enlightening. Thank you. Let's transition a little bit here, Brett, with the second question. As you know, for those who'll be watching and listening, H7, we're a relational community. So we like to hear about, every one of our members is a more comprehensive look at who they are as a person. So let's hear a little bit about your personal side, Brett. Tell us a little bit about your hobbies, interests, family, anything in that area that would help folks get to know you better, please.
So I'm a transplant from Chicago. I came over here. I got here. Let's call it January 1st of 2016. So we're almost 5 years. So I came here. Actually, was a student getting my master's degree in school counseling when it was just something I always wanted to do. Kids need help, and the way things are in the world, both parents can't help out all the time, and school counseling seemed like a good transition. So I'm just one class shy of completing it. So bravo, I'm almost done. So, but I came here, and that was in the process when I was here that I was introduced to ASEA. So the cool thing is things that I like to do is, I like to play golf. I enjoy playing golf, and it's great with H7. We've been able to gather a handful of members to play golf every couple of weeks or so, and just have fun, try out different golf courses and golf, and do something like that. I love live music. I love seeing live rock and roll acts. As some of you know, my family history is I had a cousin that was an original Allman Brothers band member, and his son is now was touring with another band called Allman Betts Band, which is a national touring act now. So I love seeing bands like that. What else I like to do? I like to have, go to a nice restaurant once in a while, just hang out with friends. So that's kind of it. It's Columbus has been a great town to do those things. And I'm a Chicago Blackhawks fan too, by the way. I just want to throw that in there. I love going to CBJ games, but if they're playing the Blackhawks, I'm gonna cheer for the Blackhawks.
Where you're from doesn't form your present.
Right.
I can relate to that one. We talked a little bit off camera about that. So very cool. Thank you, Brett. All right,
Yeah.
let's talk a little bit about your story with the H7 network. So tell folks, how did you first learn of H7? How long you've been a member? What do you like most about this community?
Yeah, interesting introduction to H7. When I started to learn more about ASEA, I knew I had to get it out to people. I just had to tell people. I'd never been in a network marketing company before that offered a product, and so I did not know how to get it out to people. So I attended a vendor event that was in October of 2018, and apparently there was many members of H7 there. That had attended. However, it was in an October, mid-October, and it was 90 degrees on a Sunday. So not many people walked through the vendor event. However, the people next to me had never heard of ASEA, and they started talking about this H7 network group, and they invited me to go. So they said there would be a meeting on Friday in Gahanna, and I said, okay, where's it at? It's at Mrs. Turbo's Cookies, and they serve coffee. And I said, I like coffee and cookies, so I'll be there. And from that day on, I have not stopped going. I mean, I joined probably that week, and it's just been a regular thing. I've really enjoyed getting to know people in H7.
No, thank you. And I think actually I was at that very group that morning too. So
Yeah.
very wonderful backstory. Appreciate you sharing. Let's wrap this up, Brett, with the last question that pops in my mind, sir. As you are aware, you are being recognized for November 2020. We have this WinWin Initiative that the CEO and founder of H7, a guy named Clayton Hicks, introduced back in the summer of this year. And I'd like to have you share with those watching and listening, please. What are your thoughts about the initiative? And would you encourage other members to participate like you did?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, especially with COVID hitting, and then Clayton making that shift into Zoom, and not knowing what was going to happen, how was this going to be received. But it really opened the doors for, I think, all of us who are part of H7. We weren't now clustered in Columbus. We were introduced to the Indy people and the Dayton people and the Cincinnati people and all those other small groups in that area, which and what a great thing that occurred to for anybody. We got to meet a lot of different people that we probably wouldn't have met, and I think many of us can say that we've created some lifelong friendships because of that now. And I think it's been a great opportunity. So why not share it with somebody else? Why not tell somebody else that's struggling with their business, or doesn't know how to get their business out there, to just attend a meeting, just to show up on a Zoom or show up at an in-person event and see how we do things. We've got a great mission and a message of connect, serve, and ask. And I think that says it all. That's who you want to do business with. And really quickly, as I was looking at a meeting yesterday, there's like 32 people that I've written down in the 2 years that I have done business with in H7 myself, and that's not including people that have contacted me about ASEA. So it really is a win-win for everybody.
No, that's fantastic. Thank you for sharing. Really appreciate that. So as we wrap this up, I wanted to express my appreciation and gratitude, Brett, for joining me today on this interview. Thank you for your time.
You're welcome. Thanks, SJ. Appreciate it.
All right. And for those watching, once again, if you haven't heard of H7, you can find us online at H7, that is a number 7 network.com. And all the best to everyone in the brand new year of 2021.